Hi guys, I'm back. Let's get right into it. Since I got to rank legend with this Zulok, I will be playing him first. So, 3 games. Also, my playstyle comes from Magic the Gathering, so I kind of actually think in phases. For example, Magic the Gathering had upkeep phase, draw phase, etc. And that's kind of what I do in Hearthstone. Generally, my phases go like this. Do I have lethal? If I do, I kill him. If I don't, can I have lethal in one turn? If yes, then I try to set it up. If not, well, can I have it in 2? Can I survive 2? So we're against a warlock. He's most likely a control warlock, which means I would prefer to have early buffs, meaning Kelset and blood potions. I definitely don't want Serenites. I do not want a Voidwalker, but he's a demon, so if I do get a buff, I can buff him. I can't really buff a Kobold Librarian, so these are the cards I choose. Blood Imp is really not useful in this matchup. He just sets up the opponent's defiles.
No, trust me.
Serenite is bad. Soulfire won't help us. I'll play him just for the card draw. If he actually defiles, that's great for us. If he doesn't, I get to push 2 damage to his face. Either way, it's quite okay. I'll trade. I will play Blood Imp here because he might actually get defiled. That would be great. I just want him to waste his defiles before I actually start pushing my things onto the board. Now this is an extreme problem, because I do not want to play any of these cards. So let's draw first. A Soulfire is okay. Doesn't really help me, but I have to get through this. Putting it on 3 health means he might use a Hellfire instead of a Defile, so that's a plus. But I don't think he's going to remove this anymore. Well, this is really bad for us. Yeah. Didn't get any buffs and didn't get any tempo. So, Dark Reaper, 2 damage face. This is bad because it's 1 to 3 now. I was hoping he buffs Dark Reaper.
I wonder.
I guess what I'm looking for is him not being full control but Q block. I can deal with Doomguard much better than I can deal with a Void. Oh man.
No, trust me.
So I can get Doomguard out and punch through his things. He has 7. He already damaged himself, so that's 5.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, Doomguard is the best option here. And again he buffs him to 3. That might cost me a bit. Now he can actually... Yeah, Siphons also. It is a full-on control warlock. That means we should really not be able to win this matchup. Trading is okay because puts him on 1. I'll put up another creeper. I don't want to put a Void Walker, because if it buffs him again, then I'm in trouble. He could actually just defile and Hellfire and clean 3 of them. Okay, so I guess I just play another Blood Imp. I can buff them, but it doesn't matter because he's either going to clear them with small AoEs, or in the extreme case he's going to Twisting Nether. So I just want to get rid of all these small things. Double Hellfire works for him as well. Defile into Hellfire works. Twisting Nether. Okay. That means he's setting up a Void turn, so I need my Spellbreaker, but that's not going to happen. I cannot combo the 2 of them. Cannot combo the 2 of them.
So many
So
possibilities.
card, Spellbreaker. That's okay. I want him to be on 4 health. Although 7 damage won't really do that much for me. And I can push 11 damage into his face this turn. Though again, it all depends on his turn 10. Plus this only has 3 health, so that's a problem as well. But this is my best bet of actually getting somewhere. I mean, it's a Control Warlock. Even if he doesn't have any clears, which is highly unlikely, he can just Dark Pact him and pretty much survive whatever I throw at him. Sacrificial Pact, wow. Now that's a cool tech. Yeah, I don't have any more silences, so I don't really have any kind of tactics left. I can just vomit my hand and let him clear it with a Hellfire and Defile. This is pretty much just game over. Nothing to do more. I actually didn't get any blood potions in this whole game. That's really, really bad.
Out of my jungle.
Yeah, that just seals the deal. That's his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played 6 stones this game. That's just unbeatable for my deck. Maybe if I managed to actually push some more damage at the start, but that wasn't an option because I didn't get any aggressive cards. Oh well. This deck doesn't even want to actually farm Control Warlocks. It's made to fight Murloc Paladins and Secret Mages. Although Secret Mages have been declining as of late, there's much more big mages in play right now. And I have to be honest, I actually have a 0% win rate versus a big mage. I can get their health low and I can, in most games, break one of their ice blocks. But usually it's, I literally break their ice block as they kill me the next turn. Since he didn't play at turn 1, this looks like it's a big spell mage. And I do not have an answer to his Doomsayer, so unless I get a buff and he gets a Doomsayer, I'm kind of dead. Yeah. This is terrible. this is a really bad card draw because I have 6 5-cost cards in my decks and I have, I think, 4-cost cards. So it's kind of, I got 35% of my high-cost cards at the start of the game, which is of course not the best. I could actually use this to refill one card, but I believe a Serenite Chain Gang is a better choice here. I'll sacrifice him here because he doesn't matter. I don't want him alive because the Blood Imp can actually buff him, which I do not want. Since he played the book, he's a quest, yep. Oh, come on, 3 damage. Okay. Now this is something I've seen played in one more mage before this, and I am not really sure if this is a new trend or what, but no, it's a primordial glyph. Yeah, okay then. Just unlucky. I mean, he will start freezing my ass from this point onwards, so
Possibilities.
I do need to actually do as much damage as possible before turn 6 and then try to go for lethal from the hand.
You look very
Oh man. It's the full-on control version. Well, I can actually break through one. I can Soulfire one, hope the Doomguard doesn't get discarded, and then go from there. Ah, come on. Well, I guess that works. But I believe this just puts me in the position where I will not be able to win. I needed that second Doomguard to actually push through his freezes and Doomguards and all the rest of his stuff. That's a nice block. It's okay. Now I just want to get silence so I can unfreeze one of my minions. Although there is a possibility he runs the Arcane Artificer, so if he does, that's 6 extra armor for him, and that will delay my win long enough for me to actually not be able to win. Okay. Or he has both of his ice blocks. Now that sucks.
Free me.
Okay, 1 damage. Do I have another Soulfire? Yes, I do. So I want to fish for it. Blizzard will let my Doomguard survive. So let's just make sure he does.
You win this.
Okay. And again, I didn't get any buffs. That's pretty weird. Alright. There's not really much to talk about with this deck. It's all about how you actually buff your stuff. That's kind of where all the decision making goes. And optimizing your damage,
Your soul shall be
knowing who is actually the beatdown in this deck. Now this is a great card, but I do not want a Blood Imp. Like I said previously, Blood Imp just sets up his defile. Oh. I'm kind of torn on this card because it does not provide me the tempo I actually need to break through before his turn 5. It just lets me recycle a card, which is not really what I'm looking for. This is good. Okay, however, since it's his turn 2 and he has a coin, he can easily mistress into defile.
Side effects?
No defile. Then it looks like a good situation for me. This is kind of the best outcome I can get. Because it lets me push for damage, gives me enough HP to survive his Amethyst Soulstone, whatever it's called. And lets me set up a buff. And the important thing is he buffs someone. That's okay, but not that important. The important thing is he's a 5/4, meaning Hellfire will not kill him, and he has 5 attack, which really matters when going into turn 5 against a Warlock.
Trust me.
Sadly, I do have to clear this, because I do not want a 1 health into a 2 health minion on the board. Now he can coin out the skull. Or a lackey. Well, I can push for damage. There's nothing I can do to actually... No, there's nothing I can do against his lackey because I can't tap into my silence. Turn 5, I discarded my Doomguard, which is really bad, but nothing to do. And I do hope he gets a Doomguard. No, Voidlord. Then the game is sealed.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
At least it should be over. That's usually how it goes. If the enemy gets a Voidlord and I do not get my 1 silence, it's over. I mean, he gets 2 of them, he's going to copy 1, that's going to be 3. He's going to clear my board the next turn because it's a possessed lackey, and if I do this, he's going to be 1 health. If I kill him, he's going to put me on 1 health. Basically, yeah. There's literally nothing to do. That's just how this matchup goes. Basically, it's you either win on turn 5 or 6, or the enemy wins on turn 5 or 6. There's simply no late game to go into. I do like this actually, because I really hate the games that just go on for 30 minutes and nothing actually happens. Calcet won't help me, but why not? Do some damage. If I somehow manage to survive before he actually revives them, it's okay. So Hellfire, that's okay. Well, if I could get 2 Soulfires, I can win the game. I guess that's what I'm going for. And it's a flop. Well, now he's just going to either Amethyst or Dark Pact. So that's what? Let's say around 10 HP. I don't have any Doomguards left. I don't have Despicable anymore because he got discarded, so I can't clear this in less than 2 turns at least. If he somehow manages to actually not heal himself, then I get a few more chances of getting a Soulfire. Well, come on, dude. I mean, he has 7 cards. You can't tell me he has 0 heals left. Even if he does, he's just not in any danger. It's 1 in 15 chance to actually win this game. Well then, I was wrong. RNGesus trumps statistics, I suppose. Alright, I do believe this is my strongest deck. So I hope I showcased it well enough. And I suppose I will see you again in the next 3 games.